Beautiful.
Okay, and here's where we start our potatoes. And down there we got artichokes. Looks like I could have artichokes next week in the box too.
Hoo-hoo.
So anyway, so potatoes, potatoes, more potatoes. 40 rows of potatoes. Oh, here we go. Look at this. This is
What in the heck?
this is red auroch.
Oh.
Yeah, it's they call it mountain spinach too.
Yeah.
But this is the purple variety.
Oh, wow. That's pretty.
And then I got, you see all of it over there?
Yeah.
And that's, you didn't get any in your box this week because last week you got so much.
Did it sell so?
Huh?
Did it sell so?
Yeah, it's all volunteer from last year. See,
Wow.
that's where I had it last year, and I just let it go and let it sell seed. Plus, I got more seeds in the barn
Sweet.
that I hung up. So here we were. You get this week. You get French fingerlings and Yukon Gold potatoes in your box. So the French fingerlings are here, and the Yukon Golds are here.
Oh.
So, and that's the thing. You know, when I got so much potatoes that I can afford to just put them in the first box, and it doesn't matter. I mean, you lose so much your yield because you get less than half the yield if you take them out of new potatoes. But so what? I got so many potatoes, I can do that. Right?
Cool.
Yeah. And they're easy to plant, you know. And then volunteer sunflowers coming up.
Nice. Red orange.
Oh, look, these guys are dark already. These currants.
Huh.
See if the taste will get good. No, it's still sour. Now these are kind of weird because these are Inca Gold potatoes.
Look at
And
those
they're
flowers.
just, there's nothing underneath them. It's all top growth. So, and they're planted at the same time as these guys. But it's just, it's Inca Gold is a variety that has not been out of Peru very long. You know, like some of these other varieties have been out of Peru for a couple hundred years. This one is a relatively recent immigrant from Peru. But they have beautiful flowers, huh?
Yes.
And they have a golden color with a blue blush, and then inside they're yellow. So they're real, and they're a real good keeper. They some of the best keepers this winter were the Inca Golds.
Look at those.
So I don't know what's happening, if it's because of the weird weather or because it's in the shade of the barn during the afternoon or what. But it's real unique what they're doing. I've never seen that before. It's just
Very
all
cool.
top growth.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's because that area has extra nitrogen, because all the potatoes got the same fertilizer, same everything.
Mm-hmm.
See, so I don't know.
Wow. Wow. It looks really nice here.
Here's my 6-row barley that's heading out, and favas, and this is 2-row barley. Now look at the difference between this and this. See, this is awnless, and this has got awns. That's what these guys are. See, and so this is easier to thresh. And which is one of the reasons I got it. I got an awnless barley because it's easier to thresh. And this is, I haven't made beer with it. I haven't gone through the malting process. But one of the guys I know from town has, and he wants to buy some more of this year from me, and to do the whole thing. And he's willing to pay a fair price for it, because doing everything by hand is obviously more expensive. But that's a 2-row, and or is it the other way around? This is a 6-row, and this is a 2-row.
Huh.
Yeah. See how flat it is? You can see.
Yeah.
It's just, and then here it's actually the 6-row. It's called 6-row. Sometimes it looks more like 4-row, but
Wow.
it's called 6-row. So this is kind called robust, and see it also stands up higher too.
It's very robust.
And here's the hops. They're looking good. I need to get my wires up. See, I got to put that wire up there, and then they're crawling all over the place. More favas, and this is a 6-row barley called Harrington, and this is a kind that I got this from Woody Derrick's down in the Mount Vernon area, Concrete, wherever he lives, and it's used a lot by microbreweries. So this is a definite microbrew malting barley. Then I got more broccoli here. Here is, amongst all that is my first planting of shell peas, and I got to go in and clean out the rows and stuff. But this was 2 years ago was all compost. So this is all where the compost heaps were. So that's why the ground is so fertile.
Mm-hmm.
This here, this is a hard winter wheat, but it's a white hard winter wheat. So you can, it's, in other words, it's a hard wheat, it's a bread wheat, but you can take this and you can make pure white bread and it's still whole wheat because it's a white wheat.
Oh.
See? So this is an artisan wheat. This is MDM. It was developed by Stephen Jones down at Mount Vernon Research Center.
Oh, yeah.
This is his wheat that he's been developing this for years for the artisan bakers. And he's been up to at Inspiration Farm, and giving a seminar a couple times. I've been up there.
Great.
And so he really wants to encourage people to grow wheat for the artisan bakers.
Yeah.
Okay, more potatoes. Right there, we dug out some Caribs. It's a potato. They're not from the Caribbean. They're actually developed in Canada, but it's a purple potato with a snow white flesh, and it's real early. And so we had some of those the other night. They're delicious. Well, I mean they're nothing special, but they're delicious because all my potatoes are delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And here we got more onions, and more cabbages, some more beans coming up, peas, more cabbages, broccoli. This is some Chinese cabbage that got out of hand. I thought I'd just let it go and let the bees eat it because they love these flowers.
Yeah.
And more peas, more potatoes, beets, and then here I just planted some delicata squashes the other night. Here, this is a spring wheat, and it's kind of thin. But this is a heritage spring wheat called Red Bob's, and it's a hard red spring wheat. And so I'm growing that up mostly for the seed because it's better for my purposes to seed in the fall to grow winter wheats. And since you can grow hard winter wheats, both red and white, why bother with the spring wheats? Because they got so much problem with weeds, And since I don't use pesticides or anything,
Yeah.